one of the messages that we've got across is realising how lucky you are to play for the club. Genuinely, I think for one of the first times in my career, there's probably 5, 6, maybe even 7 spots up for grabs in that first 11.
Stephen, at long last, pre-season's nearly done. How excited are you to get back out there and play some competitive cricket?
Yeah, can't wait. I think I speak on behalf of all the lads when they say they can't wait. It obviously feels like it's been the longest pre-season ever, because it has. But yeah, I feel like we're in a really good place. We've had some really good competitive practices between ourselves, and now looking forward obviously to going up to Edgbaston for 2 days and then welcoming Leicester here next week before that 1st of August first game.
What has this pre-season been like in this last month in particular? I suppose you've had to get a lot done in quite a short space of time.
Yeah, yes and no. The lads have obviously kept in really good condition over the lockdown period. But yeah, I think obviously the first week or so just getting back into skills, and then obviously we stepped up the last couple of weeks with a lot more competitive stuff. I think it's just been getting used to it. Obviously, you get in, you stay in your car, get your temperature checked. But after a few days, it just becomes normal, really. All the lads are used to it now, and I think we've got out of these last 3.5 weeks some really good stuff, and I'm really confident we're ready to hit the ground running. What's
the approach going to be with these next 2 friendlies? Do you more or less know the sort of side you might be going in for into the competitive season, or is there still a bit to be decided?
Still a lot to be decided. Obviously, there's a few lads who you would think will be in that starting 11, but anything can happen over these 4 days. I think people say it every year, but genuinely, I think for one of the first times in my career, there's probably 5, 6, maybe even 7 spots up for grabs in that first 11. And these 2 games, we'll find out, quite a lot about people. But also, we don't want to put them under pressure. We want them to go out and express themselves, and play with the freedom that we want people to go out there and play with.
Over the course of the season, we're likely to see a few new faces in the green and gold. New signings like Kasipa Mead, Tom Barber, Compton and Trigo as well. How excited are you to see what they can bring to the team? Yeah, again, great opportunity for them over the next 4 days. Competitive cricket against Warwickshire and Leicester. They've all really impressed in different ways in pre-season, both before lockdown and since lockdown. But yeah, they're going to have to play well, obviously, to get in the side, because it's a hard side to get into. But it's going to be a hard team to pick. But unfortunately, you can only take 11 on the field, so it's going to be some tough decisions. But that's what game we're in. And what have you made of the progress of some of the younger guys as well? Sol Budinger, Joey Evison, who are having that taste of professional cricket in a much bigger way this year.
Yeah, very impressed. Joey's been outstanding. He's put a couple of yards on bowling. Still, I think people need to remember he's only 18 years old, so 19 in the winter. So. But yeah, hopefully if he gets an opportunity in the first game, second game or whatever game it is, that he can take that. Sol's been going really nicely. All the lads have been going really nicely. A few tweaks here and there. But again, hopefully we can get some, if there's not first team cricket, then there's some sort of second team or competitive cricket somewhere else. But as I said, it's going to be a hard team to get into, and you can only pick 11.
So after probably the longest close season anybody can remember, really, and it seemed at times like there might not even be a season at all to play in. What's it going to mean to you to be able to put on the notch shirt and get out there onto the field?
Yeah, the lads have been itching to do it, actually, because we've got new Adidas sponsor, so we're the lads feel a bit more comfortable and they're in great kit, so they're looking forward to putting that on. But yeah, I think one of the messages that we've got across is realising how lucky you are to play for the club. We've got a lot of people who are still not back at work at the club. We've got a lot of fans who are not allowed into the ground. Families are not allowed to come and watch. So we've sent a real strong message to everybody to what we're playing for. It's not just for the 11 that go out there. It's for the wider community. It's for people who are not back at work. It's for families. So you should realise how lucky you are to walk on the field in a notch shirt.